Check audio, check audio, sounds good. Alright, here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. My name is the Brandt, and I'm playing some pop-up Marvel Champions. Woo! And I was just about to start the stream, and my dog started barking. So I put up the screen that we'll be right back. And most people might say, well, your dog was barking. That's what dogs do. But my dog doesn't bark. So that was the part I had to figure out. So it's not that she can't bark. It's that she doesn't bark. Hold on. Whew, I'm tired because it's hot. And I just ran down 2 flights of stairs and up 2 flights of stairs, so bear with me. Woo. Anyway, it ended up being my mother-in-law dropping something off. By the time I got downstairs, she was gone. So there's that. Okay, hello, Spartan. Yeah, making this video because of last night. We had 7 players at the portal playing Marvel Champions. Whew. And people were asking me about Miss Marvel. And what to play her, and I said, well, she works great in everything. I mean, even leadership, she can work. She's not really doing what she wants to do. But she's amazing in protection solo. And I was like, So I linked the deck to people in our group, and I was like, let me just play it, because I want to get a game in. Haven't been able to play for a while. I've been super busy. It is not a lack of not wanting to stream. It's a lack of time to stream. So yeah, I'm teaching at camp. I am helping at the store a whole bunch more and working there. So I go camp to store to evening. Like now my daughter starts. She's got 4 nights in a row of performing Rent. So that's going on. But I think Saturday sometime we're going to try to play Heroic. Remember Heroic? We're going to try to play Heroic Ultron because I always say how much fun of a fight that is. Let's see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. So we're going to try some Heroic Ultron sometime on Saturday. Probably during the day. Next week, I should have a little bit of time to do some things, and then I actually take off for Gen Con. So Larry and I will be at Gen Con. I will be at the Cephalo Fair booth. I don't know the number, but it's usually in the early 100s, which is kind of the far end closest to the entrance to the convention center. But I'll be working at Cephalo Fair, either GMing the new RPG or demoing Gloomhaven 2.0 to people. It sounds like are the 2 tasks that I have, so you can come by and find me there. I'll be at the next Evolution events. Whatever of them I can do. I'm generally working 10 to 2 each day, so the ones that are in the afternoon are the ones I'm more likely to be at. Yeah, and that's the places that you'll generally find me. I'm trying to think if there was something else that I was doing, but I can't think of it. So, had an awesome time at the Level Up retreat. I got to play with a whole bunch of people, but especially I got to play and meet Mike Kelly, who's like the last of the one-stop co-op shop. for me to meet and play with. Actually, Steve, I've never played with in person, but we played together on this channel before. So there's that. Awesome. So hello, everybody. I'm going to be playing Miss Marvel Never Go Home. This is Steve's deck that he made. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to play against anything supercharged because I actually want to try to play twice. So I'm going to play Taskmaster, and then I'm going to play probably just Rhino. Just to play the deck is the idea. I don't want to play something that's going to be super long, but the deck will work against hard hitters, Ultron or Ronin or Thanos, so you can play them there as well. If people are here, you can feel free to say hello in the chat. I see there's a handful of people with me, and I assume you can hear me. Nobody said we can't hear you or you're talking to yourself or anything like that. I did link the video, which is something that is not as common for me to do, but I did it. I'm going to make myself a little bigger here, and away we go. All right. What are we? We are less than a month from Next Evolution, so this game is about to change. We're going to have player side schemes. We're going to have incredibly powerful new heroes. We're going to have a whole new set of villains to run everybody through. I mean, that's what's awesome, right? If there's 40 whatever heroes, and then we get 5 new villains, well, you get another 200 games that you can play, right? So it expands. It's exponential growth, baby. Exponential growth. Who's here? All right, so let's fight some Taskmaster here. What do you say? So I've got him on the board. I've got the Kamala Khan deck. You can check it out down below. Here are our allies. Here is our health. He is at 16. We got our deck. We got tokens over here. We get an encounter card, and we draw up our hand. All right. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. This is excellent. We can get Unflappable and Indomitable down. We don't really need any of these, so we'll pitch these 4 to see what we can get from Miss Marvel's kit. Now, the idea, obviously, Never Go Home is telling you that you don't flip down. It's not true. You do flip down with this deck. You just flip down less often is really the idea. All right, sweet. So we are going to start out here. We've got a pretty good opening hand. We're going to do Teen Spirit, and we're going to get Bruno. We don't really need here, so we're going to sacrifice these 2 and Bruno, and we're going to go ahead and play Red Dagger. We're going to use our Powerful Punch to play our Unflappable, and we're going to use our Hard to Ignore to play our Electrostatic Armor so we can start getting damage. We're going to flip up and take damage, specifically 1. So we're going to go to 9 there. Red Dagger is going to punch. Miss Marvel's going to thwart for 1. So we'll bring him down to 14. All right. Ready them all up, and away we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got our Powerful Punch, so we can defend. After we defend, we deal a damage. We have a sidestep to ignore damage, and we can recur that. So we're in pretty good shape here. All right. So here he comes. He's going to add a threat here. Oh, hello, hello. Hello, Silverhorn. I think I said hello to Chris and Spartan. I might not have said hello to you, Chris. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to try to jam 2 games. I got to be done around 4 o'clock so I can help my daughter get ready for her big show. It's opening night of Rent tonight. All right, he's going to go to attack. Are we going to do a Powerful Punch here? Maybe we won't. And then we could just double sidestep, and we're not as worried about damage right now. Okay, so I don't have those lightnings. All right, so he's going to attack me for 2. I will take it. +1 is 3. Perfect. So we will use Powerful Punch to play a sidestep, which is when you take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage, and deal 1 damage to an enemy if you spent the lightning resource. Unfortunately, I don't have the lightning here, so we will take this back into our hand with Morphogenics. Ignore the damage, trigger Electrostatic Armor. He goes to 13. We didn't take any damage. We draw a card with Unflappable. Nice. There's our Flow Like Water. All right, and then we're going to get our encounter cards. So first one here is a Weapon Master. The villain attacks you. If they have a weapon attachment, this attack gains Surge. So he's attacking again. Uh-oh. So we got our sidestep back. So we will probably play that here. All right, so he's going to hit me for 4. Darn it. So we'll sidestep with the sneak by. We'll ignore... Oh, what was the new one we got? Nope. And we will ignore 3 damage. We'll take 1 to go to 8. Trigger electrostatic armor. He's down to 12 because we defended. And we got red dagger if we need him. All right, second card is an under fire, because why not? All right, so we get photographic reflexes, and he gets a sidearm. So now he attacks for 3. Dun, dun, dun. We can spend 2 to get rid of that. All right, so we'll spend 2 to put a flow like water down. I guess it's called Never Go Home, so I'll try to do it. When it prevent all damage and deal an equal amount of damage to that player's identity instead. All right. So I guess we won't worry about that with Red Dagger. We could use him to defend, but I think we'll just wait another turn and see what happens. All right, so there we go. We'll ready up. I'll try not flipping down. It still can be beneficial, like I've got Nakia and Embiggens and other things to do, but we'll try to still make it happen. Wow, so we don't have any defense here. So this might be a good time to use Red Dagger, in fact. And we could use this one and this one to bring him back. Yeah, okay. So, oh, I forgot. After his villain phase starts, I either take a damage or add a threat. So there actually should be another threat here, which means I will use Red Dagger prior to get rid of the 2 threat, because that's worth it. All right, so now we're going to add a threat here. We either have to take a damage or add a threat, so we'll add another one. He's going to attack for 3. Red Dagger's going to block. It's going to be for 4 damage. Red Dagger will come back into my hand. I will trigger and pay Powerful Punch and Nakia for 2 to deal 2 damage to him, so he's down to 10. And then we'll get our encounter card, which is a Hydra Soldier. I'm just playing with the regular modulars here. I have the temporal one for Rhino, which isn't super hard. But again, just trying to show off some of those things. All right, cool. So that is back to us. So now we've got to get rid of that guy, huh? All right, we've got Jocasta here, who will help us do generally what we're trying to do. So we'll pay 3 for Jocasta. Let us go get an event. We don't have wiggle room yet. So we'll have to get a sidestep in here instead. Put that under Jocasta. Jocasta will thwart for 2. Now we're just going to have to deal with this enemy here who is guarding. All right. And we'll draw up. Sorry, Jocasta takes 2. It's been a little while. I mean, I played last night, but it's been a little while in general, so see how all this goes. All right, we got some Indomitals. We got some jump flips. So that should work pretty well. Remove 2 threat. All right, so we'll add a threat. We'll add another threat. He's going to attack us for 4. So we've got the sidestep here. So we can actually just wait and see, right? Yeah, so he's going to attack us, for 3. Plus 2 is 5. So we will use Indomitable to play this sidestep. Block 3, deal a damage. Is it back to that enemy? To an enemy. So we'll do it here. We count as defending after you defend against an attack. All right, so we'll block 3 of that. We will use Miss Marvel to recur, bring it back into our hand. Then we'll use this Indomitable to play jump flip, block 2 more. We're using a lightning. So with that one, oh, and I forgot this flow like water. So we deal a damage as soon as we do that. Then jump flip blocks 2, removes 2 threat, and flow like water deals a damage, and then we deal a damage with this. None of those count as attacks. There we go. All right, then the Hydra Soldier will attack me for 2. Oh, and I took no damage, so I draw a card. Hey, Hydra Soldier attacks me for 2. I will block it with Wiggle Room and draw another card. It's Anticipation. All right, then we get an encounter card here. So encounter card will be a Hydra Regular, which has Incite 1. Put that there. We defended his attack, so he takes a damage because of Wiggle Room. And we played a defense card, so we can deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy. Nice. There we go. All right, so we will use our Anticipation. Did I get my encounter card? I did. We'll use Anticipation to play our biokinetic polymer suit. Then we'll use Jocasta to punch out this Hydra Soldier. That'll give us an encounter card. I did that to add an extra threat. Now it's a matter of, do I do big hands and wait to see what I get? Sure. So we'll do big hands here, and we'll take out this Hydra Regular and hope we draw a defense event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, yikes, we did not. All right, so we got to take some hits. All right, so we're adding a threat here. We'll add one additional threat. I hope I'm reading that correct, right? Done this so many times. Either place one threat or take one damage. Okay. Each hero. All right, we don't have anything defensive here. So he is attacking us for 3, 4, 5. So we'll go down to 3. This could get rough. Nothing to defend with. No damage. All right, and then we get an extra encounter card. Or we get an encounter card. So the first one is going to be captured by Hydra. That could be effective. And we'll put 5 threat on there. And the next one will be a Hydra Hunter. All right, so we got to get rid of him. Okay, so let's use Genius to play Sneak By. Get rid of 3 on this. Morphogenics will bring it back to our hand. Then we'll use our suit and our defensive energy to play Sneak By. We'll remove this captured by Hydra from the game, and we'll get Shang-Chi. We will play Shang-Chi with no lightning resource, but he can punch for 2. Or just remove 2 threats. I really need to go home. But we're playing Never Go Home, so let's try it. So we'll put Amir Khan down. We'll have Shang-Chi punch here for 2 and see if we can take that enemy out. All right, let's draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, oh, there's a wiggle room, so we're good. All right, we'll add 2 threat here to go to 5. Ooh, more and more people. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me on playing Miss Marvel Never Go Home. So we're trying to do it that way. Although technically, with setting up, Amir Khan, it's more the idea that she flips normally with aggression and justice, and in protection you flip less often. So it's not a like the challenge is to never flip down or whatever. Okay. So we added 2 threat there. He is attacking us for 3. +1 is 4. So we will play Wiggle Room, draw a card. Then we're going to let it go. That's a defense, so we deal a damage to him with Flow Like Water. There's still 1 damage. So we will use Indomitable to play a jump flip. That will block 2. We'll recur jump flip, take 2 threat off the main. That's a defense event. So we deal a damage to the attacking enemy. We take no damage, so on flappable triggers, we draw a card. It's Shrink. We shuffle, get an encounter card. And then, because we defended, he takes 1 more damage, so he's down to 4. Okay, I think we're good there. We have the jump flip. So then the Hydra Hunter will attack us for 2. When he does, we will use Nerves of Steel. Man, I want to get that down, huh? What lets me direct my damage? I guess it was the sidestep, right? Do we just block the damage? Or do we want to remove the threat? I think we want to get Nerves of Steel down. So let's actually use the Shrink. We'll use the Shrink to play Jump Flip, which will block the 2 damage here, and we're good. Then we draw our encounter card. Oh, wait. We won't use shrink. We'll use our suit. So our suit gives us the lightning. So now we... Yeah, I got this. So now we get rid of 2 threat. And because we just defended, we deal a damage, and he's out. Woo! It's fun, but that's what you got to be ready for. I may even be either missing things or making mistakes, but I don't think so. All right, Combat Knight. He's getting up there. And an advance. All right, so he's going to scheme for 2 plus 2 is 4. So this is going to go up to 5 out of 12, so we're okay. Back to us. Back to life. Back to reality. All right, well, what do we need on here? Maybe Big Hands is worth holding. We've got a lot of threat. So we'll use Shrink and Big Hands to play a Nerves of Steel. We'll use Shang-Chi to get rid of 2 threat here. And are we holding the Sneak By? Nah, we'll discard it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. No defense events, huh? So that's good where we have the allies. All right, so we're adding 2 threat here instead. He's attacking for 4. Shang-Chi will take the hit, plus 2. He's out. And then we have to draw a single encounter card, which is another photographic reflexes. All right, we got to find a way to attack him for 1. So now what we will do is we will use the suit and the powerful punch to play a Sneak By, which will remove threat. Then we will attack him for 1. All the damage is blocked. This is gone. This is gone. But he reflects back to me, so I'm down to 1. Do we live on the edge like this? Use Bruno to play a hard to ignore. No, I think because I'm saying you don't have to flip down, I'm not going to flip down. So then I'll use Teen Spirit. See what I draw. It's a Nakia. Amir Khan will put a card back on the bottom. We'll put Sneak By back on the bottom. And draw a card. It's a powerful punch. We'll use that powerful punch to play Nakia. It's been used. And we're good. We'll hold our double. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got all these Embiggens, Indomitables, all sorts of things that we can play now. Yeah, I don't think it has to be a be-all, end-all, you know. You must never go home. Yeah, she just went home now. So we went home 1 time. I might, well, no. I wasn't going to draw defense, so it was going to be rough. But I could have taken a shot. All right, we add 1 here. We don't have to add the second because we're not in that form. So then we will have him scheme for 2 plus place a threat on the main scheme. So it's going to be 3 total. It goes to 6. And our encounter card is advance. 2 plus 0. Got lucky there. So that goes to 8. Ooh, we got work to do, kids. We got work to do. All right, so we are set there. Teen Spirit. And we'll draw a Big Hands, which is not what we need. We'll use Amir Khan to put... Oh gosh, I think just Shang-Chi, right? Back on the bottom, draw a card. Nakia lets us play our next card cheaper. So we'll put out this Indomitable. We will exhaust to heal 6. Flip up. When we flip up, we have to take 1 damage. So we go to 5. And then, what are we going to do from there? We can put out this Embiggen, but I think... But I'm not going to worry about Embiggen. I'm going to spend 3 to put out Red Dagger. I'm going to use Red Dagger to thwart for 2. Bring that down. She did 1 time. And then I'm going to use these 2 resources. Is there something else that makes sense? To play Indomitable and Hard to Ignore. Alright, hopefully we draw a defense card. There's like 8 in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, there's a wiggle room, so we're good. All right, remember that we have these to play for them. So we're going to add one here, and we're going to choose to add another so it goes to 8. If he advances, so be it. He's going to attack us for 4, so we will take it. 4 plus 3 is 7. Perfect, as Steve would say. I'll play Wiggle Room. I will defend 3. It's a defense event, so Flow Like Water will trigger. I will draw a card. Then I will exhaust, bring the card back, and then I'll use Indomitable because I just defended, and I will ready. Nope, hold on, I haven't defended yet. After your hero defends. Gotcha. Bring it back. I'll play Wiggle Room again. So that plays a defense event, blocks 3. He hit me for 7, so this will go away. I will draw a card. And then I will use Nerves of Steel to play Sidestep out of 3 more. That's another defense event, so he goes to 1. From Flow Like Water, I block those 2. This triggers, deals 1 damage. That will kill him. He flips. I get an encounter card. He goes to 17 health. Haven't even attacked him. Oh, I did the one time, right, to pop those 2. I did use these. I didn't use these. It's a different turn. Okay, so I did all that. I've taken no damage. Unflappable draws me a card. Indomitable readies me. Hard to Ignore triggers, gets rid of 2. Electrostatic Armor triggers, deals a damage. He's down to 60. It's so fun. Holy cow. All right, that's 7 damage, and we have another Wiggle Room, so bring it. Did I get another card? I didn't go through my deck, so I don't think so. I think this was my card. All right, and it is a Hydra Soldier. All right, and then we're starting our next turn with 6 cards. So we gained cards. Oh, I should have spent Defensive Energy instead of the Nerves of Steel. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to use the Suit and we'll probably need big hands. We'll use Suit and Anticipation to play Sneak By, remove 3 threat, exhaust, bring it back into our hand. Then, how do we want to do this? I think we'll just get rid of Jocasta now. Then we'll use Jocasta and Sneak By to play a big hands. We'll take out this soldier, deal ourselves an encounter card. I'm so worried that I missed an encounter card. It doesn't really matter. All right. We'll hold these 2. Red Dagger. We'll get rid of 2 threat. Done. So you have just enough allies at just the right time. Flip down 1 time. Keep yourself safe. Hey, sidesteps galore. Let's do it. Whew. Sweat. All right, we're going to add 2 threat to the main, 1 for its own trigger and 1 because it's the ability. He's going to attack for 5. Oh, do we just put that into Red Dagger? Never! He's going to attack for 5, plus 1 is 6. So we will play Wiggle Room. We will exhaust. Nope, we will play Wiggle Room. We'll draw a card, block 3 of the damage. We will exhaust, bring Wiggle Room back into our hand. He's attacking for 6. We will use Nerves. Nope, we'll use Defensive Energy to play a Sidestep. Negate 3 more. It's a Lightning. Oh, we dealt a damage with Flow Like Water. Sidestep plays a defense, can deal a damage somewhere, so he's down to 13. We use Defensive Energy, so we draw a card. What is it? When you spend this. So we draw another Defensive Energy. Beautiful. We've gotten rid of all the damage. We're done. So we get to draw a card from Unflappable. Hard to Ignore triggers twice. Brings that down to 1. Electrostatic Armor triggers. Deals him a damage. Use Indomitable to ready. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. Okay. So fun. And it's nice you're playing somebody else's deck, so you could just tell them, this is so fun. Oh, exhaustion. That's rude. All right, into Home by Dawn. So, discard 1 Persona support you have. All right, so we'll discard Nakia. Yep, and no search. And then we will get Mimicry. So we discard the top 5 of my deck. No attack events. So that doesn't do anything. But then we need another card. And the other card will be Assault. So he's attacking me. Perfect! Alright, this will be a little trickier to get out of. So we could use this, but we can't recur. But we do have a wiggle room. So we can get out of 6, but we can't get out of 7 damage. But we don't need to trigger this, so we're good. All right. He's going to attack for, 8. Okay. Wiggle room, we'll play that, deal him a damage. From a defense event, draw a card. So now it's down to 5 damage. Then we'll use defensive energy for a sidestep, bring it down to 2. That triggers drawing me a card. It's a defense and it deals a damage. So he's down to 9. That's 2 more. And I drew another sidestep. So I'll use Nerves of Steel to play sidestep. That blocks 9 damage now. These get exhausted, right? Yeah, so I can't do these again. I can do this one now. Did I play it with a defensive energy? I didn't have another one. Okay. So that will deal another 2 damage. He's down to 7. I take no damage. Afterward, I deal him 1 damage. He's down to 6. Ah, the one from Flipping Taskmaster. I knew that there was an extra one. Well, look at that. There's a Captured by Hydra there. And then he just assaulted me. So this should have been out. If we had left it a couple turns, this would be at 3, right? Thank you. I was like, I feel like that card is missing from somewhere, but I don't know where. All right, I can't play my What Doesn't Kill Me. I actually don't think I have 6 damage to finish him off, ironically. But if I use these 3 to play Jocasta can go and get Wiggle Room. And we're good. We can block with Red Dagger. Thank you, thank you. I knew the card must have come from somewhere, but it's processed too much. No worries. All right. We have a sidestep. We have a wiggle room. We have an exhaust. So we got basically 3 of those cards. So we're going to add 2 threat to this. Then we'll add another one to not take damage. Then he's going to attack for 5. We'll use Red Dagger. I think. Yeah. Red Dagger will block. He's going to hit for 5. Plus 2 is 7. Red Dagger takes it. We'll play Sneak By and Nakia with 2 different resources. Put him back into our hand. Deal 2 damage. He's down to 4. Encounter card is a Gang Up. Perfect. He's going to attack me for 5. Plus 3 is 8. Love it. We'll use Jocasta. Jocasta will play to play Wiggle Room. So the 8 becomes 5. We trigger that, draw a card, Shang-Chi. Then we will exhaust to put Wiggle Room back in our hand. We played a defense, so he's down to 3. Sorry, Flow Like Water. We'll play it again, bring the 5 down to 2, deal a damage for Flow Like Water. Discard it, draw a card. And then we will use Indomitable to play Sidestep, blocking the last 2. Because it's a defense event, we deal a damage because of its own thing. He did. Woo! I only ever attacked him to get rid of the photographic reflexes. Oh my gosh. That is intense. Once you see it, it's pretty easy to talk through, but it is a crazy thing. All right. What time are we at? 3:23. So we can play somebody harder than Rhino or different. I don't know if different is maybe the better term. That is Miss Marvel. Never Go Home. All right. Yeah, I mean, there's some weird things, like I'm looking over here and I have Spiral, and I'm like, okay, what do you do there then, right? So there's kind of those weird ones where it's not necessarily going to work. But at this point in the game, it's kind of like, hey, Black Widow just isn't really a thing against the Collector. Like, you just skip it, right? It's not the deck you're looking for, so you move on, in my mind, versus saying, oh, well, this deck is terrible because it can't beat Collector. Like, it's just a thing. All right, who else have we got here that we could fight? Let's see. could do Claw with the doubles. It's not going to be too different, but there is more threat and minions there. I think that's fine. Let's do Claw. Just fought him last night, but no biggie. We'll put this temporal one in. Get a nice dinosaur in there. Claw's so fun. Okay. Oh, thanks. I got the well played. I appreciate it. It's a fun deck. It's well designed. I highly suggest it. It is the single best way you can learn to play Miss Marvel, especially if you play solo, because you just have to master all the timing on how she works. And it's great. It's just a great way to learn her. Now, she's probably going to be more fun if you play her in Justice or Aggression, because you're going to kind of get to do more of the things you want to do, as opposed to the little ping damage with defense. But, like I said, it's a great way to learn all the timing on her. I'm pretty sure the only mistake I made was not remembering that I had drawn that encounter card, which, it has nothing to do with Miss Marvel, so no biggie. All right, let's shuffle this up. Man, I love this claw fight. We just did this last night, too. And I don't care. I don't care that we just did it last night. And I'm going to play it again. 28. Although I did think it would be fun to play Ultron. And have to deal with all that stuff and dealing a little damage everywhere. With the side steps would be neat to kill the drones. Alright, so these two come out. We're going to have to get rid of that threat ASAP. And we're going to have to deal with a minion too. So let's see how that goes. And then the variability of Claw. Alright, that goes there. We get 3 threat on each of these. 3 and 3. He's at 28 health because of the Immortal Claw. We go back to 10. So this one I'll probably have to flip a little bit more than the last one. Because I'm going to have to be able to have a bit of card draw and setup to take everything down. Standard 2. No, this is just regular. Alright, we're starting with an Ancient Warrior in play. That's kind of nice. Better than the T-Rex, but we would have dealt with either. Okay. Yeah, I don't do a lot of Standard 2 and stuff like that, but we're going to try Heroic, which I guess you could argue, should we just do, Expert 2, Standard 2, whatever, but we'll do the Heroic one. I think it's really fun with Ultron. I think back when they made Heroic, it was kind of a neat thing based on what you had there. Okay, so this is more minions. That wiggle room's real good. To hold on to. We could build Nakia. I don't know how well I need this Anticipation, but it's a nice card to get down. Get a double. Hey! Sometimes you get what you want. Jump Flip to play Nakia. Nakia to drop Anticipation. The double for the Nerves of Steel. And I'm not even going to do Teen Spirit. I will flip up, and I will thwart... I'll thwart this one for 1. Ooh, no defense. Oh, no, we have wiggle room. All right, so we add a threat to the main. Claw's attacking us with doubles. So we will do that, and it's going to be for 5 total. So we'll play wiggle room, draw a card, defensive energy, exhaust, get wiggle room back, play it again, block everything, draw another card. The Ancient Warrior will attack us for 2. We're down to 8. There should be 2 on there because of Immortal Claw. And then we will draw Exhaustion, which will surge into Master Plan. Ooh, that is going to be possibly game. All right, let's get fancy. Yeah, we can't ready here, huh? What is the game plan? Can we play both of these? Wow. Okay. So these two, Jocasta and Big Hands, will play a sneak by. That will bring this one down to 3. Ugh. We'll play these two for a Big Hands to take out the Ancient Warrior. Yikes. All right, we'll draw 5. Man. pitched too many of those defense events early on. I got cocky. All right, so we'll add 2. This will go to 4. He's going to attack me. What am I going to do? I got nothing. All right, so he's going to attack me for 1. He's going to attack me for 1 and exhaust me. Lame. All right, and then we get an encounter card, which is an assault. So he's going to attack me again for 4, and we get a weapons runner. Yikes. Claw showing up. All right, what are we going to do here? We've got to play this sneak by. So we will use Powerful Punch to play the Biokinetic Polymer Suit. We'll use that. And Indomitable to play Sneak By, remove the defense network. Then we're going to have to let that pop. We'll flip down. We'll use Nakia to play Bruno, and we won't use our ability because I don't know what we're going to draw other than a Mir Khan. And we'll draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be Flow Like Water. All right, we're going to have to hold some of these defense events this time. This goes up 2 and pops. This is going to actually be trouble, huh? And we will get a guard. This flips over. He's going to scheme for 2, plus I get another guy, and then 2 more, so that's going to be 4. Woo! All right. And then my encounter card is Shadow of the Past. Let's do it! Hey, when it rains, it pours, right? There we go. Can they only have 3 minions in play? Isn't that a thing? When revealed, discard the top card of each player's deck for each ally and persona support in play. We got 2. 1, 2. Okay. Is there a way out of this? There's gotta be some kind of way out of here. All right. Hello, Tobias. Ask me for my favorite hero from the X-Men cycle. Is it Storm? No. Is it Cyclops? No. Is it Colossus? Maybe. Is it Shadowcat? Maybe. Is it Gambit? Wanted it to be. Is it Rogue? No. Is it Wolverine? It kind of is. Who am I missing? Jean Grey. Wanted it to be Jean Grey. It's not. So Wolverine, Colossus, Shadowcat. Who's my favorite of those 3? I think it's Shadowcat. Shadowcat and Wolverine are all close. I think Colossus is step down. It's between those 2. I really like those 2 a lot. All right, Teen Spirit. Let's see what we get. It's a big hands. You know you're the one. Okay, cannot take damage while you're engaged with other minions. Well, guess what? All right, so Sneak By is going to have to take care of that. Yeah, Master Mold's way easier. Yeah, exactly. Got the suit. I got Bruno. I don't think I can afford to heal. So we flip up. Then we play Sneak By because we've got to get rid of that. So, and we make the next card 1 cheaper. Sorry, with Nakia. I don't think we're going to store a card here. So 1 cheaper suit, play Sneak By, and I'll recur it back to my hand. Generation Y is gone. Actually, am I going to recur it, or do I want to recur a big hand? No, I don't need to. Okay, so then we're going to use... I gotta get that flow out. If I use this flow, if I use these, I play flow. Then I just gotta give up on Red Dagger. Okay. No, let's not give up on Red Dagger. Okay, so Big Hands and Indomitable will play Red Dagger. Sidestep and Sneak By will play Flow Like Water. I don't know if that's the right move. All right, he's going to take out the weapons runner, and away we go. How are we doing this? Wiggle room, ping damage. This will be fun. Okay. So we had 2 threat here to go to 6. Claw's going to attack with double boost. Let's do it. It's going to be 3 total. So we'll play Wiggle Room. We will recur Wiggle Room. Sorry, and draw a card. Defensive Energy. Because we played that, we deal a damage to the attacking enemy. Whoop-de-doo, he's down to 27. We did it. We did it, everybody. All right, and then these are going to ping me for 3. Do I care? I could punch one of them out with a mere con. All right. He will hit me for 1. Then I will... Oh, man. Then I will... What did I want to do with this? Trigger what doesn't kill me. Oh, no. Okay. Then he'll hit me for 1. I will Wiggle Room to draw a card. Embiggen. And then he will hit me for 1. I'm down to 2. I think that's fine. All right. Then we'll draw an encounter card. It's Gang Up. Woo! Okay. Brain pops. So, he's going to attack me. Red Dagger's going to block. +3. So Red Dagger is out. When Red Dagger goes out, I'm going to use What Doesn't Kill Me and a mere con. Discard, put Red Dagger back in my hand. Deal 2 damage here. Then... Duh. I think I'm dead. Then I got nothing. Armored Guard attacks me, and I can only powerful punch. What did I play? I did Dagger, yeah. Alright, it's a scoop. We'll see if we can sneak one more in here. Yeah, when you play these decks that are like kind of on the edge, I mean, I just could not overcome that threat. Was tricky. And it's great to get Shadow of the Past and gang up right when I'm going down. But hey, that's just how the game goes. Like, it's just part of it. You know, you can play decks and have a, whatever, 100 win percentage, but you don't get a lot of variety, right? So that's the trade-off. You could just take a deck and play it, and it can win very, very often. Which is nice if you're playing new content, right? New to the game, new to a hero. It's good to have those ones that are just like, hey, people say this is really consistent. And works. This one is usually pretty consistent, too. That was just tricky. All right. If they can only have 3 minions. Oh, yeah. And then just got. Nice. Tobias, who's your favorite X-Men character from the cycle? I didn't really answer, did I? I said Wolverine or Shadowcat. What do I like better? I'm going to go Shadowcat. I'll just say Shadowcat. I think she was super underrated. People thought she was going to be another version of Vision, and she's awesome. And I'll go there. But I really like Wolverine, and I know he's just a favorite in general. But I think he's awesome. Anytime I can rush with a hero, too, they're going to move up in my book. All right, let's try it again. Second verse, not same as the first. 3 and 3. That shrink could actually be pretty good. I like the damage here. Oop, we got to draw. Who's our minion this time? Come on, T-Rex. Regard. All right. So those side steps could be more useful, but honestly, just getting these 2 out is what we want. So we'll hold 1 side step. We'll draw a jump flip. And then we'll flip for one of our cards and see what we get. It's a sneak by, which we definitely needed. That is good. Okay. So we'll pay 2. We'll put this shrink down. Actually, the shrink's kind of crummy. We will flip up. Sorry, that was my Teen Spirit ability. We'll put Flow Like Water down. We'll spend these 2 to sneak by. And this time we're going to remove the Immortal Claw. And he goes down to 18. I'm going to pop the tough off this guard. Okay. We got a Wiggle Room, so that'll help us here. So he's adding 1 threat now. He's attacking for +2. boost. Whew, that's 6. So we'll Wiggle Room, draw a card. It's a flow like water, so we deal a damage back to him. We will Morphogenics ready, play the other Wiggle Room, get out of the 6 damage, draw a card, deal another damage to him. He's down to 16. This guy will attack me for 1. I didn't draw anything to deal with that, so I will take the 1. And then we'll get a Weapons Runner who will surge into Hollow Sound Body, so he has Retaliate. Nobody cares. Okay, so we can get these cards down. We can get rid of that defense network, which is going to be key. So we'll use the 2 big hands to sneak by. We'll pop this. And then what do we need of these? We'll use the Indomitable to play the hard to ignore. If we flip, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we stay up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, no defense. Tricky, tricky, tricky. All right, we'll add 1 threat. He's attacking with 2 boosts for 3 total. I am down to 6. And then the E's each hit me for 1. I'm down to 4. Draws an Ancient Warrior who will hit me for 2. Yikes. Killing those minions is proving tricky. Tricky, tricky. All right, so let's use... We will flip and heal. We'll go to 7. We're going to use Teen Spirit, and we'll go get a Sneak By. We're going to use Sneak By, Indomitable, and Defensive Energy to play Jocasta. Jocasta is going to go get Sidestep, because I think I'm going to need those for killing the minions. She will then thwart here for 2. And then I will use this hard to ignore to play Electrostatic Armor. Ready up. Okay. We're going to lose that main scheme, but hopefully we'll have a little bit of a reset here. Alright, we got Mir Khan and Red Dagger, so those should be good to get down. He's going to add 1 here. He's going to scheme for 2. Plus 2 is 4. That's kind of good. This goes to 5. Ancient Warrior add 1. It goes to 6. Weapons Runner will add 1. And the new enemy will also scheme. We're not worried about losing that main scheme. We do have to get rid of these enemies, for sure, which did overwhelm us on the gang up. Actually, that one does not scheme. And then our encounter card is Illegal Arms Factory. Cyclops, Colossus, and Rogue. I really like playing with Rogue. I just wouldn't say she's an overall favorite. And I want Gambit to be fun, but I have 2 wins with Gambit. I think I played Journeyman's 2's deck and won, and I won with the Precon. And I haven't won with Gambit otherwise, but I haven't played him a lot. So to be fair, I haven't played him a ton. All right. Teen Spirit. This might be off my camera, so we get Bruno. We're going to use Bruno to play Amir Khan. Amir Khan is going to put a Wiggle Room on the bottom of our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we won't see it. We'll draw a card. It's an Embiggen. Then we will flip. We are going to use these 3 to play Red Dagger. Red Dagger. What did we use? Definitely don't want to use all 3 of those. We'll get rid of Embiggen. And what doesn't kill me? And Powerful Punch, I guess. Okay. We'll hold the big hands. Red Dagger is going to come in and do what? I can't have her thwart. This is just for 1. I guess I could lose the sidestep, but that seems pretty clutch. All right, so we'll just take out this Ancient Warrior. Do-do-do. All right. Did I miss that on my last one? I don't think so. I think I flipped down. We'll go this way. And we'll draw back up. So there's Nakia in the suit. We've got this wiggle room, and we've got this sidestep here. All right, he's adding 1 threat here. He's attacking with double boosts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to attack for 5. We'll play sidestep, and we'll use Nakia. So that will reduce it to 2, and I can deal a damage to any enemy, which will be this weapons runner. Will that work? No, I'd have to defend the weapons runner to make that useful, so we'll just get rid of the tough. Then we can recur the sidestep. Oh, maybe that's my thought process. Yeah. We'll recur the sidestep. Then we can play it again. But that's tricky because we have to lose the wiggle room. That's fine. We'll lose wiggle room, get rid of all the damage, deal the other one here. Also, I played 2, so he's down to 14. Then these guards will attack me. So this guard will attack me for 1. This one will attack me for 1. And then we get 2 encounter cards. Gang up. And we don't have the wiggle room. So we'll use red. Actually, we'll just use Jocasta this time. So he's going to hit for 5. Jocasta is out. And then they each hit me for 1. Oh, did I defend his? I did. So electrostatic armor should have dealt him a damage. Oh, and hard to ignore triggered. All right. Then they each hit me for 1. I'm down to 3. And my second card is Master Plan. So this one is going to 8. We're getting extra cards for a while. Okay, now what is the best way to do this? We can big hands to take this guy out, but we can flip down to not worry about it. So, I think that's what we do. All right, so red dagger will get rid of the threat here. I will flip. I will use Amir Khan and put something back. How about Nakia? Then I will flip Teen Spirit till I get my wiggle room. Did I draw a card off of that? No, I did not. So I should have had one of those cards. It was not Jocasta. So I should have the Powerful Punch. Perfect. Okay. So then I'll use Big Hands and Powerful Punch to play Anticipation and the suit. And we're good. Out of the 3 of us, only Wolverine made it. Okay. Now we get all our defense. But we do have sneak buys, which is good. We can actually remove that arms factory. All right. 1 here. He schemes for 2. +1 is 3. For 0 for 0. And then we get 2 cards. Ancient Warrior. I think they're supposed to be bottom up. Weapons Runner will surge into a Sonic Boom. So we'll exhaust everybody. And Claw's Vengeance. I discard a random card. Tricky. Lose that sneak by. No doubt. Okay, well, we'll use Teen Spirit to draw. We get a Big Hands. We'll use Amir Khan to put sneak by on the bottom. Draw a card. We lost Nakia there. Oh, she's here now. So, all right. Let's use a jump flip to play Nakia. Nakia will reduce the next card by 1. We'll use our suit. We'll flip up. Oh man, we're at 3, huh? We use the suit afterward to play Sneak By, so we can get rid of 5 threat. We're just gonna have to keep that under control with Shrink. Then, how are we doing the rest of this? We'll use these 2 to play a Big Hands. The Big Hands will take out this Ancient Warrior. Claw proving to be quite difficult. All right, and then we will draw. We got Big Hands and a Sneak By. We got Red Dagger. So Red Dagger could block one of these, kill him. Be somewhat of our plan. We add 1. Claw attacks. Am I using Red Dagger? I think so. Yeah. All right, so Claw's going to attack me. I'm going to use Red Dagger, so it's going to be for, of course, double zeros. Hits him for 1, classic. All right, goes back in my hand. I'll do this to deal 2 damage to take out this weapons runner. Then the Armored Guard will attack me, so I'll use Wiggle Room, defend the damage, draw. I deal a damage to him. I defend, so I deal a damage. Perfect defense, removes 1 threat. Am I putting Wiggle Room back in my hand? Or am I just taking the 1 damage? I'll take the 1 so I can try to do the sneak by. All right, and then I'll take 1 from this Armored Guard. Come on. Shadow of the Past. Some days you got it, some days you don't. All right, another double comes out. These 3 get shuffled in. But hey, everybody's here with me. How is everybody doing out there? Hey, Descry. Ah, there's 8 of you. This is wonderful. Thank you for joining me. I know I don't have a lot of time for streaming lately, so I tried to sneak this one in. My daughter's got her opening night of Rent tonight. All right, those come out. Discard a card for each persona and ally. We got 2. 1, 2. Not the worst. Okay. Now we get to figure out life from here. We got to get rid of these, right? Can I do that? He schemes for 3? No way. Okay. Can I play a big hands? I got 1. I just can't. So I've got to play sneak by, recur it, play it again, get rid of that one. That's the play. All right. Suit and hard to ignore. Play sneak by. Shrink pumps it up. Get rid of this. I guess I could do it that way, right? I don't even have to shrink it. Let's do it. I'll bring it back. When I bring it back, I'll play it again. Get rid of the illegal arms factory. And then figure out some way I'm going to defend all this. 5. I am not going to defend all this. Okay. I'm not going to defend all this. I have to hope Claw hits me. If I flip down... Oh, actually, hold on. That's 5 if I flip down. So I do flip. I do this ability. Hold on. These are the cards. Because these are zeros. So that's 5. 6. If he draws a double, I'm done. But alright, so we get an Embiggen. Then we'll use Amir Khan. Amir Khan will put... Sidestep back on the bottom of my deck. Draw a card. Nakia will play my Unflappable. And then I will discard this and pray that he doesn't get a 2. Or an advance. There's not many cards left. Okay, so now this is what we got. So he's going to add 1 here. He's going to scheme for 2. 2 plus 2 is 3. Is 4. This goes to 5. He schemes for 3 and we lose. Hey, so never go home against Claw. Not working. Could be me. Could be not thinking. I might need to save those events just to get rid of enemies. Again, one of the key things with Claw is how are you going to deal with that opening stuff. So I may need to be not building, now that I think about it, and digging for sneak buys and for the defense events so that I can hit things and take them out. So that play is probably on me. And that with most characters I think about it, and here I've been thinking about how to build. So instead of worrying about those pieces like flow like water, ignore those, right? And come up with something like, okay, what are you going to do to take out this ancient warrior or the guard or whatever's there at the start, right? And then what's your plan for threat removal? So really, when I have a sneak buy, which is what I should be digging for. The whole goal should be to get rid of these two. Leave an enemy out, play your defense cards, flip back down. So, I mean, in this case, I'm going to have to flip. She's going to have to go home a little bit, which I was doing more of there. But like I said, right, decks, there's so much variety now in what you're being asked, especially in solo, that decks just vary in how they even play or how they work. So you might have to trigger a little bit, right? You might need a little bit more. Maybe I need another jump flip in here and something else can come out hard to ignore or something like that, right? And I don't worry about the main scheme as much. I'm worried about these side schemes. So I think it's a little bit on me there more than the deck. I didn't consider that. Let's shuffle. Let's just pretend this is the beginning and let's look at what would that turn one look like. But then I'm gonna have to go. But let's learn. Let's not just assume, oh, the deck is bad. It lost twice, right? Let's assume it might be us. Sorry, not you. It might be me. I might be the problem. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. All right, so I'm looking for those sneak buys, right? That's what I really want to do. I want to recur those. I don't need to build. 3, 6. So the suit is good. I don't even need Bruno. Like, this becomes tricky, right? What do I hold here? So if I really feel like that's what I need, you know, maybe I'll hold the wiggle room. I'll deal without these. And let's draw. Okay, we got all our build. So if I was to think this out instead, right? I'd be using this punch to play Nakia. Nakia then plays Khan. Then I do this. I get my shrink. I don't really need shrink. That was something I built, but it's not super huge. So I use, hold on. Then I use a Mir Khan. Mir Khan lets me put a card back, so we'll put Bruno there just so we have our own card on the bottom. We draw. Electrostatic armor. So shrink will play our electrostatic armor. What doesn't kill me will play our suit. And now we could even decide we're going to stay down turn one, right? And we're just dealing with, I don't know, 2, 2. Yeah, so that would flip. So we probably wouldn't. We'd come up here and we'd say we got to get rid of some threat, right? We got our wiggle room here. Ooh, we're not getting that threat removal, so it's going to be tricky. All right, we got a jump flip, so we're going to have to use that, which will be great against him. So we're going to add 1 threat, 2 threat, in fact. I'm not going to play this whole game, but I might play 3 turns or something. He's going to attack me. It's for +2, so he's hitting me for 3, which is great. I wiggle room, I get out of it, I draw a card. Nothing going, I full defended, he takes a damage, he's down to 27. Then this Ancient Warrior is attacking me, so I'm going to have to use Nerves of Steel to play Jump Flip. Again, I'm not worried about the build. Oh, I don't have to use Nerves of Steel. I can use my suit. So I play Jump Flip, I block 2, I remove 2 threat. Boom. We're in a better spot. And then I defended the attack, so this guy takes 1. Now I'm drawing my card, and he's going to have this Retaliate, which I'm really not worried about at all in this build. Cool. I don't have any events or anything to go through here, so that's tricky, but I can use her to knock this guy out, right? And then I can build here. So what would I want to see? So if I flip, I'll lose the main. But I could build more, but that's probably what was getting me in trouble, right? I wasn't in control yet, and I was trying to do that. So we will drop the Anticipation for the no, we'll just drop these 2. There we go. Stay on this side. Hope we draw. We'll go for a turn 3. Hey, there's our sneak by, so now we could be in a better spot. So now we're going to have to let him hit us here, because we don't have anything to defend with. So he's adding 2 threat here. He's going to hit us. It's going to be for 3, so we take the 3. That puts us at 7. And then we got nothing, because we didn't defend. And then we're going to draw an advance. Ugh, 2 + 2. This pops. But it's not the end of the world. It was going to pop on the next turn anyway. And then we're getting an enemy, which will be this soldier. Okay. Now, we've got the suit here. We've got these Indomitables, but we've got a double. So we'll use the double to play Sneak By. We bring it back. That gets rid of a Mortal Claw. Now we got that mess out of the way. He's down to 17. And then we can look to do some other things. Here. We can't get rid of this soldier. We can let that threat go, I think, especially if we hold this. So we flip, we Teen Spirit, we get a Big Hands. That could be somewhat useful there. Then Nakia gives us one cheaper, so we play an Indomitable. We're getting smarter already. Then we're going to need that Sneak By. So now it's tricky, right? So we have to use Amir Khan to put something back. What's our bread and butter at the moment? We want these cards. These were dealing issues for us. We got threat under control. We got enemies. So it's like, are we doing a double? Are we doing a wiggle room? Let's put Jocasta back. Then we draw. We get a Big Hands. Perfect. So now we use a Big Hands to play an Indomitable. Right? We're holding these. Now we got the Big Hands to take this guy out. We got the Sneak By to deal with that threat. And we're playing smarter already. Look at us go. But these are the kind of things you do, right? As you play, you want to learn. So I'm trying to talk through that. And I there I see Late Night saying it's a good deck. It's better against third things and other things. But now notice when I actually focused on what do I need to do, what was causing me issues. Don't flip down. That's what you were getting in trouble for. Now I'm focusing on, right, I got to remember with Claude, don't build, right? I mean, this deck wants to build, but don't build. Get everything under control, then focus on building, which is what I did now. He'll scheme for 2, +1 is 3, +1 is 4. So this will go to here. I mean, if he advances, there's nothing I can do. Sound Manipulation, he heals 4, he goes back to 18. Nobody cares. Okay, so we got nothing to build with Nakia. So Teen Spirit. Wiggle Room, beautiful. Amir Khan, we look over here. What do we want? Those jump flips, those Big Hands. How about a jump flip? Blocks and gets rid of that threat that we're trying to control. We draw a card. All right, Nakia is going to make our next card one cheaper. So we flip up. And we use a Sneak By. Actually, we don't even need that. Polymer Suit gets rid of this. Done. Nope. I don't have Shrink. But it goes there. Then we use a double to Big Hands. That gets rid of the Soldier. I may bring that back. Let me see what I have. Yep. So, actually, I think I just healed a 10 before I did that. I didn't draw anything, so it's no biggie. And then I will use... Wow, what will I use? These two? I think so. So I'll use these two, or I just hold this. Yeah, look at this. I never hold cards. I'm going to hold this hand. Let's see how it goes. Then I'm going to end, honestly. Everybody's like, yeah, we'll see it. We'll believe it when we see it. But look, we've got him fully under control now. So we draw nothing. Don't do this often. All right, this is going to go up to 3. Then he's going to attack for doubles. If it deals damage, I'm exhausted. So he's attacking me for 4. So now we use a defensive energy to sidestep. That's going to deal a damage back to him. It's down. And then we'll just... And we draw a card from defensive energy. Then we'll wiggle room out of the rest. Draw. We only have that Sneak By, so we'll actually exhaust to bring the wiggle room back. All right, so now we took no damage, so we draw a card. And we deal a damage with that. He's down to 16. He draws. He gets an Ancient Warrior. Boom. We play wiggle room. Take no damage, draw a card. Yeah, so much better already, right? So now we're just going to play the Sneak By. That's going to clear that threat. Are we taking that out? We'll probably then play Red Dagger. Red Dagger takes this guy out, and we flip down, right? So 1. We'd like to build that. So 1, 2. Sneak By. Does this. Flip down. We do this ability. We draw a Sneak By. Nakia plays our hard to ignore. These 3 pop him down. I'd actually probably do Amir Khan instead. Draw a card. Use that one to play Red Dagger. Red Dagger takes this guy out. And we're on our way. We're done. Clear. So I just had to think a little bit smarter, right? And now, there's a possibility that something happens from here. But now, we got the build. We got the control. And we're there. There you go, everybody. just had to play smarter. It was literally on me, right? I recognized it and I said, it's not the deck, it's me. I'm not playing Claw the way you have to play Claw. I was trying to build. I was playing Flow Like Waters and Nerves of Steel and all this stuff that I was building instead of saying, where is my threat removal? I got to get my threat removal, get to that. And then how can I get those enemies out of there? What are my key things, right? And knowing my deck. And I got that under control. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everybody. You can check that out. I went to the Level Up events retreat this past weekend, and Eric and I recorded a whole podcast, Right Brain Rollers. It's our 10th episode, so we broke the format. And that doesn't come out this week, but it'll come out next Wednesday, so you can listen to our whole experience, the games we played. We each talked about 4 games, so you hear about 8 different games that we played on there, and our feelings on the event as a whole. It was in Stamford, Connecticut, so super close to us. We got to play a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, I'll be out at Gen Con, so definitely come and check that out and find me. I'll be at the next Evolution events at random times. And yeah, I want to play through, but I promised that I would stop and help my daughter get ready. So that's my reasoning. But I'm done. I mean, in my mind, that's control, and I just got to get random draws at that point, right? I mean, Shadow of the Past, I guess, could cause an issue there. But at that point, there's only one advance. Yeah. I won't mark it as a win, but my point was just to show you in a couple turns, I think I ended up playing 4, that it's there. It's good. So you can find me. I'm working at the Cephalo Fair booth at Gen Con. And stay tuned. Saturday, I don't know the time yet. We should be doing at least 2-player game of Heroic Ultron. Ultron is my favorite fight in the game. He's really fun to play on Heroic, so we're going to do that and play through. I don't know who I'm going to use, but maybe Valkyrie is who I'm going to use. I thought that might be kind of fun. So awesome. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. I appreciate it so much. My name is the Brandt, and until next time, I hope you step into the portal. Also, yes, I know, I'm so excited that I made a beginning and end screen, but I know it's going to say I'm going to be right back. It just means I'm going to be right back on Saturday. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.